So I don't like starting sentences with so I did it anyway. A good time to have a go at a serious but funny video blog is when you're 69. It's a position in life, but not that position, and relates to age, but I don't want to be ageist about myself. Would I employ someone as old as me? Why not? This is the Laughing Lizards Show. I'll tell you why in a later episode if you want me to make one. During COVID lockdowns in Melbourne in 2021, I started Best People Care, my disability business focusing on the supers. The supers is a fantastic group of people with intellectual and other disabilities. So I did it again. I work with people. I started. So I did it again. I work with people with disabilities, but I have disabilities myself. In fact, I say everyone has a disability. It's just that some people don't know it. My disability is an overactive mind and undiagnosed ADHD. Yes, I know everybody imagines they've got this or that, but I've got evidence. The worst time for me was when I was young. Getting out the door in the morning to go to work was murder. My keys were never where I could find them. Neither was my wallet, and sometimes my underpants and socks. Fortunately, I never left home without dressing first, which is really great because I probably wouldn't be allowed to work supporting people with disability if I didn't. By the way, what does a carer do on holidays? You don't know? They don't care. They're on holidays. A confession. I am not a good support worker, even though I run a successful business. I'll tell you next time about my poor boundaries. I care too much. By the way, did you know that Donald Trump, remember him, has a significant disability that he never acknowledges? He is a serial monogamist. No, I'm not talking about his wives, but the fact that he has only ever loved one person in his life, and he loves him so well. Comedian Jimmy Carr said Trump should take a good hard look at himself in the mirror. Then he realised that was one thing that Trump really loved to do. In Australia, I believe we get disability wrong. So much emphasis is placed by companies on appropriate boundaries that the real needs of the people are overlooked. Sure, you need boundaries. You've got to keep people safe, but it's often more about the company avoiding litigation than protecting people. A story. One of my friends, I know I shouldn't have him as a friend, with whom I worked for a few years, told me the first day we met that he had sacked one support worker who announced very directly to him on his first day on the job, "I'm not here to be your friend. I'm here to be a professional and work," or something like that. My friend was hurt. He was born with a disease that means that his life choices have been greatly impacted. When I met him, he spent most days alone in his bedroom watching TV or playing video games. And guess what? He was lonely. The thing he wanted more than anything else in the world was someone to be a friend to him and have fun. The organisation I was working with at the time was always strong on professional boundaries. They got me to do a video training on the Department of Human Services site where various people talked about what they wanted from a support worker. The last one said something like, "I want someone to help me do things I can't do by myself. Take me out for coffee and lunch. And be a friend." Be a friend? Hadn't he read the manual? Okay, that's enough for my first attempt. If you'd like what I've done, please subscribe and tell me to do more. Lastly, as I am an older person still working with no plans to retire, I love what I do too much and the people I work with, who are not my friends, of course. For anyone getting older, and that's everyone, remember the old saying, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So, be older. I'm David Aleph, and this is the Laughing Lizards Show.